Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, crime stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Kings 88.5.
Kings 88.5 FM.
We got the flavor.
Amanda, Aweto. Amanda, Aweto. Maipuye, Iliberia, Marie. Jobia. Deble.
Trigger.
Aha, y'all want it, bro. The punch giant ready to take over. Y'all want it, Robbie, Papa coming again. Y'all want it, Rob, Papa Georgie coming again. Y'all want it, Rob, Mama Joe coming again. Y'all want it, Rosie, Tisha coming again. Now they walk country giant coming so many different. That I'm want it, oh, you're better, you're different. It's about to get away. We coming again. Who wanna roll CTC coming again? Who wanna roll job? We are coming again. Who wanna roll Mama Joe? We're coming again. Up in the roll CTC coming again. Now they all country giant coming so different. That I'm wanna roll. Say you're better, you're different. I'm thinking I'll take it away. Different. Better get away. We coming again. We first go win the scheme. We coming again. Coalition for democratic change. Now the whole country champion they coming so.
Hello again. Hello and welcome to another edition of the CDC Hour. The CDC Hour is a program that comes on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Kings FM 88.5. Today we are going to discuss pertinent issues both in the CDC and on national level. I'm your host, Esiaka Sharif. Today we are going to talk a little bit about the pending ruling from the Supreme Court on Wednesday, April 23rd, and also the Nimba County by-election, which the CDC is highly interested in. But let's first of all play a bit of our theme song, and then we'll come back. We'll go straight into the program.
We'll celebrate. We'll celebrate. It's a holiday, young movement. We'll celebrate. You be brothers in the young way. We'll celebrate. Nothing you can tell us now. We'll celebrate. Nothing you get to tell us now. We'll celebrate. We are inside the breeze. Politicians in worry. How much you are inside the breeze. Nothing worry.
Brothers International, y'all.
Team feeling in a race. Team we feeling in a race. Everybody do bad.
Okay, thank you again and welcome back to the program. As you may be aware, there is a very heated election, senatorial by-election in Nimba County as a result of the passing of iconic Nimba County Senator Prince Johnson. Senator Johnson died some months back, and in order to fill in his void left, the National Elections Commission has organized an election, and that election is next week, Tuesday, 23 April 2025. In the election, there are 7 candidates, including a lone female candidate Edith Gonglo Ware. Madam Edith Gonglo Ware was a superintendent of Nimba County who served her people very well. She took Nimba to another level when she was when she was superintendent of that county. That was during the Madam Sirleaf Unity Party government. But the election has 7 contenders, including her, and also a candidate backed heavily by the government of Liberia, a representative at the 55th legislature, House of Representatives, Honorable Samuel G. Koga. Samuel Koga is the government's candidate on whom all of the national and public resources are being spent on. So if you see the Vice President, Jeremiah Kun in Nimba, splashing monies all over the place, just like, as though the election is between him and Edith, or against Garrison Yelu, or Mark Blainwan, or George Gumpu, T. Wonoke, it speaks volume. Why would a certain vice president of the country leave his job in Monrovia, leave his office in Monrovia to go to Nimba and just splashing money all over and pushing tribal politics and what have you? I think it is not feasible for the unity and peace of our country. I can remember I think on yesterday or the day before, the vice president made a statement that the election in Nimba is for, that seat is for the Gio people. You cannot be the vice president of a country and from Nimba at that rate and pushing that kind of divisive politics. And to the extent where he took along within to Nimba one Justin Yezen, the guy who they call Prophet Key, the guy who denigrates women at will, the guy who denigrates leaders at will. And then that guy went ahead and insulted the lineage of the Mandingo people, a whole tribe. The guy insulted the Mandingo people, he insulted their forefathers, and then people were clapping, including the candidate who he's supporting, Mr. Koga. Later on, the vice president came out with a cosmetic statement condemning the act. But yet still, when Koga went to offer apology, he said, while it is true that Prophet Key's statement is out of order, but at the same time, he acknowledged and welcomed his endorsement. That is cosmetic, and that is intended to fuel division in the county. But they are the ones accusing other people of fueling division in the county. And it is not true. They are the ones fueling division. Nimba is a county that is very large. And Nimba has more than 2 tribes. I listened to the vice president that Nimba has technically 2 tribes. No, Nimba does not have 2 tribes. Nimba has 6 tribes. Nimba has 6 tribes. Lofa has 6. So Nimba has the Mano, the Gio. Nimba has Crown people. Nimba has Basso people. Nimba has Kwele people. Nimba has Mandingo people. So how could you say Nimba has just 2 tribes? Because in Nimba, the Crown people, you find them around Sanikoli, Yekepa, Ganta. You find them in Seklepie. So the Gio people, you find them in Ban, you find them in Lugatu, in other surrounding areas. Belege, Zoge, those are the Gio areas. The Crown people come from the Pabli administrative district. Pabli. You have the Baso people from Nimba. They come from the Gbi and Doru area. They are the Gbi and Doru. They are on the border with Riverside County. But you come and say Nimba has just two tribes. So because one senator is sitting who is an Imbayan, who's a Mano, so another senator that should come should be a Guillaume. That is tribal. You don't do that. As a matter of fact, two Gio people have become senators on many occasions in Nimba. Okay, you had even Jeremiah Kuhn, right? He was senator of Nimba County. His mother is a Gio. Though all information leading his father to be a Mandingo man, but his mother is a Gio, so he finds himself among the Gio tribe. So he was sitting as senator at the same time Senator Prince Johnson was there as senator. See, Prince Johnson was a Gio man. So two Gio people were senators. Then you have Senator Johnson while he was senator as a Gio man, another person was Gio man who was also senator. Senator Thomas Groupie. Groupie is a Gio man. He was senator. So you can't say because one Mano man is sitting as senator, so another man, should come who's from the Gio tribe to be senator. I think you should be saying the county should be represented by both Upper and Lower Nimba. Yang, who is a senator, is sitting. If he's from Lower Nimba, then we have another we should have another senator from Upper Nimba. Or Yang, who is sitting, if he's from Upper Nimba, then we should have another senator who's from Lower Nimba. That could make sense. But to say the two senators, one should be Gio, one should be Mano. So suppose the Mandingo people come and say they themselves, they are a tribe in Nimba, they deserve a seat. So if the Kwela people come and say we are a tribe in Nimba, we too should have a seat. The Crown people themselves, they are a tribe in Nimba. Suppose they come and say we need a seat, a senatorial seat. What would you say? So Nimba's election is not about tribe. It should not be about tribe. It should be about geographical balance. The demographics of Nimba should suggest that it should be balanced regionally. Okay? So that is where they are. But as a certain vice president, if you go to Nimba and begin to feel tribal politics, it is intended to divide the county. In fact, they see Samuel Koga, who is clamoring to be senator of Nimba County today, once said that if he's elected senator, the county should be divided. The county should be divided into two. Gio people should have one part of the county as theirs, and Mano people should have another part of the county as theirs. Koga said it before. This county needs to be divided. Gio people need to have their own, and Mano people need to have their own. But at that time, he did not even consider Mandingos, Pele, Kran, Bassa to be part of the county. So as divisive as Koga and Kun are, the county is headed in the wrong direction. But Jeremiah Kung is the vice president. He's the vice president. And if anybody should be preaching for a unity of the county, should be Jeremiah Kuhn. It should be Jeremiah Kuhn. I'm understanding that he's doing it for his presidential election in 2029. But that will not even help him, because if you are clamoring for your your presidential bid in 2029, this is not how to do it. The way to do it is to unite the county with all of the tribes being consulted and meeting at a county level to decide what the direction of the county should be. What the direction of the county should be. The vice president was in one part of the county where he said, Edith came to me and I told her, leave this thing for the down people, because the man people already have one senator sitting in Nyatwayan. So this one should be left for the Gio people. But the most puzzling one is that a guy who was arrested on account of forgery, of forging, duping, the electoral system of the country. The police arrested Prophet Key and took him to the police headquarters, did a preliminary investigation, put him behind bars. Jeremiah Kuhn, the vice president of the country, instructed Mo Ali, the managing director of the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, to go and seek the release of Prophet Key. And when Prophet Key was released, he headed straight for Nimba. And my understanding is that he was offered $50,000 to endorse the campaign of Samuel Koga. Yes, he was offered 50,000 United States dollars. While people are hungry, while kids are not going to school, while people cannot get a fitting meal to eat. Prophet Key, a woman abuser, a misogynist who abused women all around the place, would go and be offered $50,000 to go and insult a whole group of people, a whole tribe, the Mandingo people. I think this is wrong. This is wrong, and it must be handled head on. You can't be like that. You should be uniting the county. You should be uniting the county as a leader, as a national leader. The vice president is a national leader, but he's not behaving as one. He's behaving as though he's still a representative. As a matter of fact, why support Koga? Koga is in the House of Representatives. He has a job for the next 5.8 months. 5 year. He has a job for the next 4.8 months. For the next 4 year, 8 months, he has a representative job. I think he should be concentrating. He should be more involved. He should be more concerned about the kind of legislation he will push to benefit the people of Nimba, the people of District 5, the people of Nimba, and the country as a whole. Samuel Koga entered the legislature 13 years ago. 13 freaking years ago. Since he entered the legislature 13 years ago, he has proffered no bill. And I'm on record for saying that. Koga has proffered no bill to be passed into law in the legislature. He has not sponsored any bills. Koga is only in the legislature and fueling division. removing speakers. He was at the center stage when Tyler was removed. Yes, when Tyler was removed. He's still at the center stage. He's the beacon in the fight against the speakership of Jonathan Fonati Kofa, the Speaker of the Legislature. And my understanding is that an agreement is being struck with Koga so that whenever he's elected, he can feel conflict in the Senate. We are already hearing about, murmuring in the Senate where Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence, the pro tem, is under fire. She's already under fire. The vice president doesn't want her to be pro tem. And so there is a fire brewing in the Senate. Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence will not spend 6 years as pro tem. I can guarantee you that. She will be removed. She will be removed, and that is the machination the vice president is lobbying now to have done, to remove Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence, the Senate pro tem. So I think she needs to be cautious. She needs to be cautious. I've also understood that I think she's contemplating on endorsing Koga. It would be a horrible mistake on her part. If anybody from the Yombli Kanga Lawrence camp is listening, you should advise her to drop arm. She should never support Koga. A senator from Nimba County in the legislature will remove Yombli Kanga Lawrence because Koga is a stooge for Jeremiah Kuhn and President Joseph Numa Boakai. Yes. He's a stooge. He's being used. He has fueled conflict in the House of Representatives. There's already a grumbling in the Senate. So adding Koga to the Senate will fuel further fire. But as I speak to you, the Congress for Democratic Change has said either one of the three candidates in Garrison Yellow or in Magbliwon or in Edith Gonglowe. So if you are a citizen in Nimba, the party is saying you can support any of the three. And because of that, most of our partisans are moving ahead to support Edith Gonglowe. Most of our partisans are supporting Edith Gonglowe. I'm understanding that Honorable Akaras Moses Gray has left for Nimba. Ta Wongwe of District number 8 has left for Nimba. Honorable Yaka Koluba is in Nimba. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf has endorsed Edith Gonglowe. The former Vice President, Madam Jewel Howard Taylor, has endorsed Edith Gonglowe. And so the Nimba by-election is becoming very tough on Koga. From the beginning, he had thought it was a walk in the park because they opened the central bank carrying brand new monies to Nimba. The vice president will go give 100,000, 200,000. Koga will give 50,000, 100,000 at various places in Nimba, trying to buy votes, which is against the election law of the country. You should not buy votes. But these endorsements that are coming in, is becoming more tough on Koga and Jeremiah Kuhn because Coon's presidential ambition hangs on the Nimba County by-election. If Koga is not elected senator, which he's not going to be elected, even the Unity Party will begin to look at Jeremiah Coon differently. That a man like you can't even win your county for Koga. That you want to be president in 2029, especially when a lot of United Party people who are not supporting him, a lot of United Party people are ganging against Jeremiah Kung. They are not supporting him. They are looking at different options. That's why they have brought Augustine Gafuan. They're looking up to Prince Moi of Bong County. And so Kung is in hot water. Kung is in very hot water. So he's parading all around with Koga, violating the laws of members of the government, from the executive branch of government, are tearing the code of conduct apart, campaigning, involving themselves in the political campaign for Samuel Koga, the government's candidate in Nimba. Yes, Edith is cool. She's the most experienced person for that senatorial election. She's the most competent. She's the most qualified candidate in the election. And so Nimba should take advantage of that. This is a woman who, when she was superintendent of that county, procured 22 yellow machines for the county as superintendent. We see our friends celebrating all around the place, all around the country, that, for example, government is bringing 285 yellow machines to the country. Is this the first time for yellow machines to come to this country? Edith bought 22 yellow machines for Nimba when she was superintendent. When George Weah was president, George Weah procured 28 F-moving equipment for the Ministry of Public Works in 2023, before we could leave power. And the Minister of Public Works alluded to that on one of the radio stations around the country, around Monrovia. Lafayette Giddings, the Minister of Public Works, alluded to that the government of Liberia under George Weah paid for over 30 over 30 air-moving equipments, and 28 came to the country prior to CDC leaving power. So you're bringing yellow machines to the country. You're just boasting all around. And in fact, when the PPCC Director General is saying that he's not aware, the PPCC was not informed of the deal. That the PPCC was not informed of the deal. And because of that, he had that interview with the Liberian investigator, Leonard Dodo. And the story popped up in the newspaper. Later on, he was put under pressure to retract that statement, and the PPCC released a statement, I think today, retracting the statement. That the statement is false and misleading. He did not have any interview with not front page, but the Liberian investigator. But the video is there. The video is there. And I think the only thing I would advise the PPCC executive director to do is to own up to his statement. I learned that he's going to be dismissed. I'm hearing that he's going to be dismissed. He's under serious pressure, immense pressure, for saying that the PPCC was not consulted, they are not part of the yellow machine deal and thing. But this is how these people are running the country, violating all of our laws. So he's in hot water, and I'm sorry for him. But I think he should own up to his statement. He should keep his reputation intact. It is not a crime for him to say, the PPCC was not consulted, the PPCC is not part of the deal. And it is true. The Public Procurement and Concessions Commission was never part of the deal. That deal was a deal consummated by powerful government elites around the executive mansion. The Mamaka Ability, the Sylvester Grisby, the Kofi Woods, the Augustine Corner, who's the, I think, senior advisor to the president, Magdala Cooper. Those are the people who consummated the yellow machine deal. And you know that deal from the beginning, it was reported that the deal was worth around $84 million. Later on, after enormous bickering, we are hearing that the deal has now reduced to between $22 to $24 million. How come? Who was chopping $64 million? So you see, people in the executive mansion, in the executive branch of government, did a negotiation to steal $64 million from the Liberian people. From the Liberian people. $64 million from the Liberian people. Mamaka Ability and the likes. So after enormous pressure from the Liberian people and the international community, they are telling us that the deal has reduced to $22 million. Wow. Wow. But this too is Liberia. This is how the people are stealing from government. You're hearing about corruption all in the government, all in all facets of the government. Corruption has taken center stage. And back to the House of Representatives, our understanding is that on the eve of the ruling from the Supreme Court in Speaker Fonati Kofa's Bill of Information, the President of the Republic has initiated a meeting with the Speaker of the House, J. Fonati Kofa. And the President ordered the Ministry of Finance to release the salaries and benefits of members of the Rule of Law Caucus, the minority black, who were suspended. But interestingly, the Ministry of Finance is refusing on grounds that they already released the money to the account of the House of Representatives. And sadly, the money is not there. Richard Kuhn and his people have stolen the money. They have eaten the money. So the Ministry of Finance is telling the president that, look, the money for the seven people or 8 to 9 people suspended, that was withheld, we have been releasing that money to the House of Representatives. So it is the House, it is the leadership of the House led by Richard Kuhn, though he's illegally serving as Speaker, but we release the money to them. But the money is not there. The money is not there. So what happened to the money? Richard Kuhn and his people have eaten the money. Wetekun has changed the entire look of his house, the entire infrastructure. He's building new homes all around the place. Fode Fambule is buying 50, 60 motorbikes, carrying them to his district. James Collier is so the guys are just stealing their colleagues' entitlement. What kind of mess we are in? So what kind of mess we're in? No law and order in the country. No law and order. The country is just lawless. Police brutality on the increase. The police is trigger happy. Since President Bouaka came to power, the police that should be protecting life and property have been trigger happy and have killed over 8 people. 8 peaceful, unarmed citizens. The police is just killing people all around the place. They down 3, 4 persons in Kinjal. The police killed somebody in Kawa. Along with the power theft team, they killed somebody in Cardwell. The police killed a little boy in rehab, a 15, 16-year-old boy. The police killed 2 persons in Banjo. And other places around the country. People that should be protecting lives and properties. They are just around the place gunning down people. The country is lawless. People have been removed from their tenure positions. Civil servants have been sacked. The civil service is being purged of people who are suspected to be supporters of the main opposition. You cannot do that. The country is for all of us. When the president is on the other side telling people that he will decimate, he will erase the CDC from the surface of Liberian politics, from the surface of the earth. People have been dismissed. Seditions have been dismissed. Seditions have been suspended from their positions in the civil service. People have been deliberately targeted because of the party they support. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is not the country we want. This is not the government people voted for. This is not what we put our lives on the line. This is wrong. And the Nimba County by-election, is getting tough. It's getting tough on the government. Edith Gonglowe, for example, is very strong in District 1. District 1 is the Ganta area. She's very strong in District 1. In fact, even when Senator Prince Johnson was alive and ran 2 times against Edith Gonglowe, Edith beat him in Ganta. Edith beat him in District 2. That is Sani Kwele Yekepa. Edith beat him there. There was no day that Senator Prince Johnson, the late, peace be unto his ashes, ever won Edith Gonglowe in District 1 and District 2. Edith is also very strong in District 8 and 9. And based on some exit polls, They are reporting that either will win District 1, either will win District 2, she will win District 8, and she will win District 9. Yes. Garrison Yellow is very much popular in District 4. District 4, where he represented at the legislature. And his mother is from District 3. So Garrison is strong so much in District 3 and District 4. And we have been told by exit polls that Garrison might win District 4 and District 3. Either District 1, District 2, District 8, and District 9. 4 districts out of 9. And we are told that Garrison will win District 3 and either might come second. Garrison might win District 4 and either might come second. So you see, and District 6, the Tapeta area, Mark Blinwen is very strong there because that's where Mark Blinwen is from. Mark might win District 6. So if Mark wins District 6, Garrison Yellow wins District 3, District 4, either wins District 1, 2, 8, and 9, the election is over. Either will win the election. Because that will be left with only District 5 and District 7. And you know, District 7 is where Musa Belete is representing. And so he's doing everything to solidify Mark Blinwen's position in District 7. So, and District 7 is the Seclepie area. That also has significant portion of the Mano people. And also there are a lot of Mandingo people in District 7. So if Musa Belede solidifies the position of Mark Blinwen in District 7, the election is over. The election will be over. So I don't see how EDF can win District 1, 2, 8, and 9 and Koga survives the election. It's not possible. They might be thinking about cheating because all is involved. But as I speak to you, men are in Nimba. Men are moving to Nimba to solidify the position of the opposition candidates. Yes. Koga should not win. Koga represents evil. Koga should not win the election. Okay, you can continue to play your King's Cash giveaway by dialing *799 *799 24 hatch. 725 hatch *799 25 hatch and play with 100 Liberian dollars to win 4,000 Liberian dollars. *799 25 hatch and play with 100 Liberian dollars to win 10,000 Liberian dollars. $200. Okay, $200. Play with $200 and win 10,000 Liberian dollars. $200 or $1.50 United States dollars and win 10,000 Liberian dollars. So we can entertain some calls. You can call us on 0772 239933, 086 304497, or the female line on 0777 980375. 0772 239933, 086 30 4497, 0777 980375. Do we have a call on the line? Hello and welcome to the program. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Yes, hello? Go ahead.
As for me, I am a fan of personally to say important, but when our mother, who was so a decade of years, is in the race. So, as a Nimali, I'm kind of cool because my race has suffered a lot. It cannot say until that. So I appeal to the citizen of Myanmar to please vote Mama Ida go away as the next senator. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do we have another caller? So the caller is saying he's from Nimba and he's a member of the Unity Party, but he doesn't want Koga to win. Hello?
Hello. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Sharif. My name is Ibrahim and I'm calling you from Chocolate Soda Canonsville.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, welcome to the program.
I'm on the line.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll listen to you very carefully, and some of the things you enumerated are all correct. There are some things United Party condemned in the past, and they are replicating those things. You know, myself, I've voted for them, but I'm actually dissatisfied about the Sunday behavior, most especially when it comes to, I call it, sacking some people only because they were employed during Mr. Weir's time. That is very bad. With respect to the EPS officers, they tried a lot of EPS officers and no cogent reason. And I don't know why up to now they have never discussed some of those things.
And you train, people train people to shoot guns, and you just come and take them from the force, the rooming, the communities. Is dangerous for the peace and security of the country.
And up to now, even President Baka himself have not addressed anything like, and they did not give any cogent reason what led to the termination of those people. So, it's something that needs to clean everybody's attention. With respect to Nimba, I want to believe, considering the kind of people they are, without any negativity, but just this is my own opinion, why it is so that it is momentum has raising over the past time. Yet, for me, I want to believe that Koga will win. Even though I'm not saying he's the best candidate, I don't want to speak for logical reality. That's my opinion. I'm not saying it is a fight. This is just my opinion. I might not love him. And definitely I don't love him because he's already seated. So no need of contesting for another position. But I'm just looking at the kind of politics they are pushing now. And you talk about, I call it perfect keys, unwarranted comment against the Madimo, blah, blah, blah. However, this is my personal opinion, Mr. Sheriff, that yet, at the end of the day, he might just become victorious.
Okay, thank you. That's your opinion, and we respect your opinion. Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you very much. My name is Michael Great Feeling, campaigner for Better Liberia, calling from District 11, to be precise, Banaville.
Yes, let's hear you.
Thank you, Keith. I've been following you, and thank you very much. you actually understand the political terrain of Nimba County. And like you say, a lot of people will not understand you guys. Maybe perhaps they will see that you against certain individuals and this that. But why is ADC in Liberia or politicians better? They will say things when they are on the opposition level, when they become the ruling party, and they start to do different things. Koga just won election. Koga have won, I think, 12 to 13 years as representative. You just want this gun Koga, I think, going to 1 year, 4 months. And so be a 6 years. So why should Koga leave representative again to go and contest in any to be senator? So it's surprising to me. Like, for example, see this gun you're in Unity Party of first 1 year, 4 months, when Jeremiah won as president, they had an election, abroad Nyantuma. Now President passed on, they have an election. So if Koga even win the election, it will be another election. So in less than 2 years, they might have either election in the country.
And while the international community is pulling out of, resources out of our financial system, you say withdrawing all of the support. In fact, you say it's non-existent now. The EU is cutting aid to Liberia and the rest of the people. The government is complaining that there's no money, but then they want to create another by-election after this by-election.
That's why people are now following. And I agree with you 100%. No, I personally against or elected or state senator or representative contesting. Because it's just for morning. Things are very tough. If you see what happened in the house here, the lower house, better like you're talking about the speaker. Who took the money? Because when Gafa is saying there's no money, it might be true. Who used the money? So this guy just missing up when the ready time for campaign, like as you were saying that our president carry money will be sharing on the buying and data. Right after the election, all those guys you see them, they will come right to Morovia and they will be here. So it is not good. I pray that the folks will be on our side. I will listen to you, listen to our guys, listen to other guys. I think the best person for now is Ile Gongo. Let the woman get there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are running out of time.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Okay, this is Marcy calling for Clarendon.
Marcy?
Thank you. Yeah.
Welcome to the program. Hey,
yeah,
General.
thank you for the show. Thank you for the show, my brother. No, I want to say to the Liberian people, you understand? If you feel you are angry and you vote the wrong leader, what can happen in the country? We tell the people, I know the number, the people are breaking. Tomorrow, you have...
Hey, Marcy has gone off. Do we have another caller? Okay, so the people are in Nimba. Where a lot of things are happening. But based on what I've known about the Nimba politics, I think Edith will win the election. Edith will win the election. The most populated district in Nimba, the most populated district in terms of votes, the most vote-rich district in Nimba is District 4. District 4. District 4 has a registered voter of more than 35,000. Yes, more than 35,000. There's no other district that reached that number. Even Koga district has 26,000 registered voters. District 5. So, do we have a caller? Even Koga's district has 26,000 voters. That's District 5. So, this election is open. But as far as the projections from the exit polls are concerned, Edith is leading in 4 districts. Do we have a caller? Hello. Hello, caller.
I
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the program.
Yeah, Santa Kama calling from the borough. I said, Nema can't put them on Shana eyes there for that election. Who now won't go to win because they put Karamete what we hear. We move from inside. They will looking for next one again for Nema Kante. I'm for Nema, but against Koga. Yes. I against Koga. Then I had putting words in a name work to be causing about the people. If of a king or cause a man, but a group for the Madingo people. A group for them to go for them to more. God was saying that they said they can't listen.
No, it is not good for them. Don't say that it is not good for them. They are.
Because that they were saying that they were.
No, it is not about election. Let's forget about election. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I live on the land of the general.
Hey, Master General, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. What I was saying, what I was saying, you know, our brothers and sisters, we are all part of Liberia. When Koga and when the other men prophecy, the room men with our brothers and sisters is wrong. You need to vote for them for you in Nimba County in win. So then you are telling again, you put somebody on your campaign team to insult them. Then I hear him mad about telling the men to come and apologize for the vote for him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody insulted you and telling this and that and all. Then you telling the men to come on the edge and apologize. When you not apologize, you vote for either go where. No, you can't do that to your people. You can't do that. The men insulted you, taking your corner. When they can't go and catch your vote, we want to catch your vote for. But we tell the call the man and say, oh, come and apologize. You don't do it. Or what? You don't show me that I want to vote for that man. What you say? Let the idea for me. I'm looking at them. Let the idea for insulting them. And this my brother to think one way for me. I don't anybody. It got something I can understand. But when I can think one way for me, the woman I make contact. You just call them and say, okay, for the job on the air and go for you. So when they say, but you want to say, that's what there's a matter right there. You don't do that for me. I'm better today. Well, here is the I was too hard away. But I want you to look at for the job, so I go for him. So I made the money go for our brother. So to him, a far year. And that's correct. You want to do wrong, you can't say you do wrong. Put them on a wrong attitude. But you tell them to come and apologize, so go for them. That made no sense to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Masisi.
Yeah.
Let's take our last caller. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you are the last caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Omen Say Company family doing as reminder.
A reminder.
Yes, sir. And let me remind real Liberians, why we quick to forget the chicken. Anybody don't know what Todman said? 1964, the thing that Todman said, he said that fourth brother was going to build a country. And he died. And they better tend to CDC that our country built. Yes, LLU, today they're building the new capital city. War, the money that United Nations gave them, that's the biggest issue the whole world funded. And they stranded our own workers said, because they're doing the administration, United Nations gave them the money. Then they stay following them. Where the rescue that they're doing? The late development like Dr. George Manning, we are undertaking in Nimba. Bam, you are building a house school there. Building and the hospital, 80-bedroom hospital in San Nicolas. It's going on. The road are going to Campley is still going on. The road are going to Yekepa is still going on. Let them look for something good to do and carry either going to work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And it's our last caller. On that note, we've come to the end of today's edition of the program. Today is the last edition for the week, and you can join us on Monday for a fresh edition of this program, CDC Hour. I'm here from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm your host, Esiaka Sheriff. I say goodbye.
Liberia. In Liberia, Manie. Jowia, 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 Jowia.